Hey, hey, hey. I hope you guys enjoy these, what I'm calling podcast shorts for my Burnout to All Out community. This is just a little peek behind the curtain of the coaching that goes on inside of my programs. We're bringing to you some of the best nuggets and coaching I'm giving within hot seats of all of our different programs, whether it's our LinkedIn Method Academy, our mini mastermind business basics, all the way up to our higher level mastermind. If you're hearing some of these questions and you're like, man, I wish I could get my burning question answered by Melissa. Hey, guess what? You could be featured on my podcast. If you've got a question that you want answered and you submit it to my team and we pick it, we will bring you here to the podcast for our podcast shorts and do a hot seat with you. Where can you submit your questions? Send them to teamburnout2allout.co. We'll make sure we drop that in the show notes for our podcast shorts. And I hope that you guys find as much value in these shorts as our clients do inside the program. Need some effective tactical advice that actually helps you get results and makes a real difference in your life and business? You've come to the right place. If you're finding yourself here today, it means you're getting ready to gain serious traction in your business, rapidly multiply your income and impact, and you're ready to make it happen while living all out. Guys, I'm Melissa Hinault, your trustworthy corporate dropout turned six-figure business burnout turned happy and healthy CEO of a multi-million-dollar online business. And you're listening to the Burnout to All Out podcast. On this show, we're serving up innovative growth strategies, simple implementation methods to put them into practice, and action-stimulating inspiration tailored specifically for the modern entrepreneur. Let's dive in. All right, Bill.
You struck a nerve with me on the Instagram, other platform stuff. So I'm still doing a little bit of Facebook and Instagram stuff. My major focus is LinkedIn, obviously, but I'm seeing a lot of people that are liking my ad, but they're not clicking on it to get the free download that I offer. So is there a way to not waste my time chasing those, but where they save your ad, but they don't engage with it right away because I don't have time. I want to talk about that topic in this atmosphere. How do I manipulate that to benefit from the likes, the thumbs up?
So there's so many variables there. So is it a paid ad that you're running with a landing page and stuff? Okay. There's so many variables there. Are you tracking like the click through? Are they not going to the page at all?
Yeah, they're just clicking the like.
Okay.
They're not submitting any information.
So I would argue that there's probably some area for improvement with the copy or the actual ad itself that actually creates the call to action for them to register. So how are you marketing it? What are you marketing? What is the freebie?
It's basically an introductory guide to emotional intelligence for leaders.
And what's the breakthrough? What do they get out of it?
It's how to start exploring emotional intelligence and bring that into your leadership style.
Okay. So is there a way that you can market it so that there's more about the actual outcome? When you're marketing it, you wanted to teleport them to the desired state at the end. By doing this emotional intelligence worksheet or downloadable, like what is the desired result? What do they get out of it that's of value to them other than a great thing to collect and have for later when they have time for it? What's going to motivate them to not just like it, but actually download it?
Do better future casting kind of then?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really interesting. And then the other thing is, who is the target audience? Who are you targeting? So with your ads manager, like what they're looking at. But I think it's more a matter of the actual copy and the asset itself. We have found that certain ads and copy don't perform nearly as well as others. And it's just like beta testing it and playing with enough of them to find the ones that have the highest click-through rate, have the highest engagement. That's through creating multiple versions of it and trying it out.
Do like A/B testing?
100%. So what we do is A/B test. With our upcoming launch at the beginning of August, weeks leading up to it, we A/B test with micro budget, like just looking to see which ones perform better. And then when we find the one that clicks through with the highest rates, then we pour money into that ad. So there's like a pre-runway.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and we found a copy makes a difference. So for instance, just to give you guys an example, we used to be called the LinkedIn Academy. And the masterclass was the LinkedIn Lead Gen Masterclass for 4 years. And in November of last year, talk about mo money, mo problems and business challenges. I got a cease and desist from LinkedIn last November. And they said, you can't use the word LinkedIn in your brand. We own that. So you got to rename it. And we were like, okay, there's 12 bajillion LinkedIn coaches out there with that brand. They're doing the exact same thing we are. But because we're making money, LinkedIn comes after us. My business coach, when I went to him about it, he was like, I know this sounds really sick, but just be grateful that you've become so big that LinkedIn has noticed you. But where I'm going with this is that we had to, in a period of 60 days, remove the word LinkedIn from our branding. And where I'm going with this is that's why it's called Lead Gen now, the Lead Gen Masterclass and the Lead Gen Academy, because we no longer can use a trademarked name in what we teach. So that's important for any of you who are experts on something else. Be careful that you're not calling it something else that's trademarked. And so our ads performed really well last year, and we didn't think about the impact it would make in branding and copy in January. When we ran our first ad campaign, we were like, oh, we'll just swap out Lead Gen Masterclass for Lead Gen Masterclass. What's the big deal? Well, it was a big deal. The ads performed horribly. It was wildly costly because it was so generic and it didn't hone in on the target audience. I mean, there's so many things we learned from that launch. It was so costly and it had everything to do with the assets we were putting out to attract the ideal audience. And so what we learned through working with our attorney in LinkedIn was, hey, gang. So I know some of you are listening to these episodes and you are like, wow, these mastermind members in Elevate 360 with Melissa sounds like they've had tremendous growth and tremendous transformation this year. I want to learn more. And if that's the case, and if some of this is resonating with you, definitely take a look at applying to our mastermind. The doors are open. The seats fill super fast. It is by application only. You can go to burnouttoallout.co, burnouttoallout.co, click on the programs, find the mastermind and click to apply. We'll put the link in the show notes. But here's the thing. If you are an established business seeking to scale and optimize, if your 2025 goals include strategic growth, elevated branding, and high impact networking, if you're looking for in-depth, personalized, strategic guidance, like we're giving these women in this mastermind with elite business connections, if you're looking for exclusive gatherings, high touch support, retreat-based events, from team experts like me. And if you're recognizing the importance of a 360-degree approach to business, and you want to learn from the mentors who've been there and can be your Sherpa to take you to your business goals in 2025, definitely go to the website, burnouttoallout.co. Click on programs, go to the mastermind and apply today. Would love to see your application come in. I am personally reviewing every single one of them. And if you're a good fit, we'll set up a clarity call to see if it's a good match. You can use the word LinkedIn in your marketing anywhere you want. You just can't call something that you're monetizing in your brand. So when we went back in April with our next launch, it was join our Lead Gen Masterclass and learn about LinkedIn. And like the words LinkedIn were huge, but we didn't name it that. Does that make sense? And then all of a sudden, cost went down, click-through rate went up, the launch went beautifully. And it was like we were selling the same thing. We were marketing the same thing, but it was how we were conveying it to our audience that made all the difference in who was being compelled to click. So I would assess your copy and I would assess the graphics and ask yourself, if you were on the other end, how highly compelled would you be to take action off the page to register? And is it enough to motivate me to actually do it versus just collect things, save it for later, right?
Right.
Thanks, guys, so much for listening in on today's podcast episode. And I can't wait for you to see my upcoming guest in the next episode. You are going to love this keynote speaker. Hey, here's the deal. If you liked this, please subscribe and leave a review. And you want the latest online business growth strategies and exclusive LinkedIn pro tips sent straight to your phone? Text the word update to 704-318-2285. That is, text the word update to 704-318-2285. Can't wait to see you guys. Come find me over on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever you like to hang. I cannot wait to hear how you are enjoying and applying what you're learning. You guys reach out to me over on social because I love hearing what's resonating with you. When you reach out to me and you send me those personal DMs, they really do impact the content I continue to bring forward to you. So again, come find me, Melissa_Hinault over on Instagram, Melissa Hinault over on LinkedIn and Facebook. Can't wait to see you guys over there.